It is a beautiful day for some DSA, and welcome back to the Cozy Club, my friends. My name is Cozy Gamer, and we have had it. It is here, my friends. The Forbidden Depths has made its way to DSA. We're going to jump into everything you need to know about the upcoming raid. Update 14.0 was massive, and there's lots to break down. A lot of different changes like speed, turn meter, increase and decrease, harmful and helpful immunity had a big change as well. We know Golden Hammer got nerfed, and we're going to be covering all of this in some later videos this week. However, this video, my friends, is going to be about the Forbidden Depths, what we're looking at firsthand, and then there's a ton to do with the abilities in the raid, which will be uncovered on Tuesday when we have access to the raid for the first time, and I'm going to have the gameplay unveiling, and we're going to be looking at the abilities side to side so that you guys know exactly what you're looking at, what you can expect, and everything else in between. For the most part, raids are going to impact your everyday play within Disney Sorcerer's Arena, and I am absolutely pumped to get myself inside the Sea Witch's lair. Let's go ahead, jump in, and get this video started. Cozy Club, let's go ahead and jump right into this. You notice we are here at the main menu, and the new thing that has come with the main menu is a focal point for all things clubs, being the new Club Adventures tab. Now you jump into this tab and you can see we've got the new Forbidden Depths raid. I imagine this is where all the future raids are going to go as well, and Club Dungeon is also located inside here. You're going to click in here and get met by Glut the Shark. Now, I don't know if this is going to resemble the phase that you're currently on once you're inside the raid, but right now we've got Glut the Shark greeting all of us as we're at the main menu. Let's go ahead and break down a couple of new features to the game and things that you guys can better understand before you jump into the raid. Now, there's no better place to start than the Forbidden Depths raid tickets, my friends. This is what you and your clubs will be aiming to collect just by playing Disney Sorcerer's Arena. Every time you use one energy, that equals one raid ticket. So you're going to want to be stocking these up, building a large bank account of these Forbidden Depths raid tickets, which you're going to use then to access the raid. Now, it doesn't actually seem that hard to get maxed out tickets. Max tickets is going to be 150,000, and each day you and your club will actually be able to get 50,000 raid tickets. But as club leaders, you're going to be building up this raid currency so that you can then exchange them to go into the new raids, guys. And that is where it's getting excited. Depending on the level of raid that you go into, the more tickets it's going to cost. And we just taking a quick look at the last tier to go ahead and access that raid. It's 100,000 raid tickets, so pretty easy math. As soon as you launch that raid, start building them back up. But there should always kind of be a surplus of these tickets, and you should never really fall behind in launching a raid. This is going to be a new part of your dailies. Just make sure you come in here, make sure you max out those raid tickets to give your club the best chance to be able to go in these raids as frequently as possible. Now, it's probably going to take some time to do these raids. I suspect multiple days. They give us about 3 days to do the heroic version of the raid, and so you should have plenty of time to acquire these tickets, but it's important to start knowing what these are and what they do. All right, now let's jump in and look at the club raid details. This is going to be the minimum requirements to be able to participate in the raid. Now, as you progress through the tier systems, each tier is going to cost more Forbidden Depths raid tickets for your club to use. The other things that are going to be going up again is the daily attempts, unit refresh, and victory points, and the escape chance. Now, looking at the daily attempts, tier 1 through 2, you're going to have 3 attempts each and every day. And guys, there's no time limit. You can take your time to kill and go through the phases, but each and every day you have 3 different battles to make your impact against the Sea Witch and her minions. Once you and your club have made it to tier 3, which is about level 50 in gear 5, you're going to have 4 attempts at Ursula, 4 cracks at her each and every day. And of course, things are going to be going up as well. And then lastly, finishing up tier 4 and 5, you're going to have 5 attempts daily for an unlimited amount of time to take down the Sea Witch. Now, one thing to note, the biggest difference between tier 5 and heroic tier, my friends, is going to be the duration. Now, on the other tiers, you have as long as it takes for you and your club to fight your way through the depths of the sea. However, on heroic, it looks like they're giving us 3 days to complete this, whereas your character attempts are going to be unlimited. And the reason because of that is once your characters are dead in the heroic tier, they are dead. Now, we don't have specification on spells, but as of now, once your characters are dead in heroic, you can never use them again, whereas the other tiers, each and every day, everything gets refreshed and you get to go back in. Now, in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the heroic raid does have lower health than tier 5, because tier 5 has a ton of health, to work through, and it takes a long time to get through it typically. However, if this is anything like the Rancor raid, my friends, it's going to have lower health at heroic, so you're not going to just continue to get more and more health, whereas heroic is going to do more damage and be more punishing for more rewards, obviously, and you can only use your characters one time. So just a quick note, if you want to see me go into the raid for the first time, I will be going live on Tuesday for the very first time to fight Ursula and hopefully take on phase 1 of the raid. You can go ahead and check the description down below for my Twitch channel and hit a follow on that so you know when I'm going to go live, and we're going to be taking it on all together. Don't sweat if you cannot beat this with your club the first time. This is supposed to be very hard, and Glue has made it evident that if it's either too hard or too easy, it seems like they're going to adjust it. So a good thing to do with your club is go ahead and make a bunch of club conquest teams. That way your club leaders as a whole can see what you're kind of working with for the raids in general, and then you yourself take a look at that roster, look for the tanks, look for healers, as they're going to be super important within the raids. The stream is going to be focused on in the upcoming weeks exactly the strategy around each and every phase and how to best handle them, what's the best teams. We've got loads of videos coming y'all's way, but let's go ahead and keep on talking about what we've got right now. Let's actually look what's inside the raid and who are we going to be up against. It's going to be Ursula and her minions. Starting out with phase 1, you've got Glut the Shark. It's just going to be your team versus Glut. And guys, we're not going to cover the abilities in this video, but they've got insta kills. There's a lot coming at you, but phase 2 against Flotsam and Jetsam look to be the hardest phase in my opinion. Just there's a lot coming at you at phase 2. We will have to get our hands on this to really know the difficulty and what phases are the hardest. But again, it's going to be important to know which characters to use in which phases. Phase 3, you've got Ursula inside her lair. This is what they teased us with, and this is going to be up against the Sea Witch herself. And phase 4, you've got Treacherous Maelstrom. You've got the giant Ursula with the golden trident on the ship. It's going to be an epic battle, and this is definitely going to be a very tough phase as well. Phase 2 and 4 look to be the most tough, but again, we'll find that out more here in a couple of days. Now, a quick and important tip about these phases. One thing I wanted just to throw out there that we can't confirm as of this second, but in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, if you were towards finishing a phase and you finished that phase and went to the second phase and one of your club members were starting that and then they died, keep in mind the damage typically in that game did not carry on. So you want to make sure you communicate to your club when phase 1 is about to go down and you're about to go into the eels and so on, so that you don't waste damage and waste your daily attempts. All right, now that we've looked at who you're going to be facing against, let's get to what everybody wants to know about and everyone's been waiting for, and that is the rewards. If you and your club are able to defeat Ursula and take her down, you will be rewarded with the Treasure of the Depths. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like. Tier 1, of course, this is going to scale to difficulty. You've got gems, the raid coins, which we're going to get to the raid exchange in just a hot second. And then you've got gold, as well as a tier 1 chest, which has some nice pieces of gear in that. Now, obviously, the higher you make your way through the raids and the higher the tier, the more lucrative the rewards are going to be. Looking at the heroic rewards, this is how you're going to be able to unlock Ursula by completing and taking her down with your club and vanquishing Ursula. You will be able to get 5 shards of Ursula, 100 gems, 25k coins, 100 gold, and this great heroic tier chest, which will contain the new T7 pieces to get your characters to tier 8. Speaking of tier 8, there's a lot of changes, stat changes, and ability changes. That will be a whole nother video, and we'll get to that another day. I'm going to have my first look at Ursula and character review coming out tomorrow, but guys, I foresee Ursula taking months to unlock, even at 5 stars, but guys, it's going to be worth every bit that it takes. The good news is she is such a powerful unit that, again, you're not going to need to have her maxed out for her to be super effective on your squads, and it should take some time to unlock her in battle. Now, guys, one thing that gets me over the moon and excited about these rewards are not just the Treasure of the Depths, but altogether we've got raid milestones. Now, these raid milestones look really good. We've been confirmed already that this is going to be a monthly season. It looks like we've got these raid seasons. There's going to be leaderboards and everything like that. A lot of that is for bragging rights, but what you want to focus on, you've got these milestones that it looks like you'll be rewarded for XP each and every attempt within the raid, and it goes up the more points in XP that you get for your club, being some significant rewards right here. You get 10,000 altogether. Everybody gets 10k raid coins, and then it's gonna be 50 gems. You've got beta ruins in there, Ursula shards, gamma ruins, large amount of gears that would cost otherwise a good amount of money if you were to purchase them. You also have more gear, more Ursula shards. So this is a big part of the raid. And that leads us lastly to the raid exchange, Cozy Club. Now we're going to take a quick look at this. Just want to point out a couple of things. First and foremost, I want to get this out to everybody that I can. Do not use your raid coins on character shards within this store. Now, there are some cool characters within here, but for the most part, you want to save your money, save your raid coins to get more gear for your characters. Now, right now at max, I see all the nice top heavy T7, T7.5, and even gear going to tier 8. And that is primarily what I'll be focusing on. You do not want to be wasting your hard-earned raid coins on characters that you could get through other methods. So go ahead and start saving this up. If you're just about to get to tier 7, tier 7.5, save it up and only go after gear that is exclusive to the store. Now, if you're free to play or a lot lower level, you still probably do not want to be getting these character shards. Just focus on getting more and more gear, or hoard it until you can get up to tier 7. That's going to be my personal suggestion, as you're going to be getting gear from the milestones, gear from the reward treasure of the depths. So with the raid exchange, it's probably best to hoard this or to use it for some more valuable gear. Now, I am just super excited to find out what are the best characters, what are the best teams. It looks like the Horn King could be pretty good, as they're offering up some packs. He's in the raid store. He's also in the arena exchange. If you don't have him here, there's also Zap and Headless Horseman, so maybe those are quite good in raids as well. It's going to be curious to see exactly what are the best teams and the best units, and you can depend on the Cozy Club here to bring the best to you. We'll be doing multiple videos about this, like I said, but that covers everything that is coming with the raids, and in a nutshell, all of the basics. And Cozy Club, that is going to be it for today's video. We have loads of videos to make in the future, like Ursula's kit, all of the phases, the best teams, the best healers, so much more to come in raid week this week, my friends. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today and learning everything you need to know. And Tuesday on stream will be the first time I jump into the raid. Looking forward to that, guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and until next time, my friends, stay cozy.